Hello, hello, everybody. It's Myra Eagle here with David Young from Cardinal Financial.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday. What is today? The 16th. It is, guess what? Bosses Day. Yay!
What? Yeah, woo.
I'm
Yeah,
so glad to be my own boss. How about you?
yeah. I don't work well as number two, I guess.
I don't mind being told what to do, but hey, I love, love, love doing my own projects, multitasking my way.
Hey, after being a middle manager in corporate America for almost a decade of my life, I decided that being an entrepreneur is a much better fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice to have that freedom. But kudos to all the bosses out there.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, kudos to all the bosses out there.
Don't forget to thumbs up this video. You need to support us. Please support us. Thumbs up, share the video,
Yes,
comment, and subscribe. What you got for us
yes.
today, David?
Hey, so a popular topic right now is forbearance. I mean,
Yeah.
who doesn't have forbearance questions right now? It is crazy. So I'd like to go into a little bit about that. Now, guys, keep in mind what we're going to be talking about today. It's lender by lender specific. So that's our disclaimer up front. Lender by lender specific. So if we say something and you're like, wait a minute, that's not what my bank said, the guidelines are very vague, and so it's open to interpretation.
Okay.
So get ready. Yeah. So I'd like to talk to like two parties right now. They're the people who are like in forbearance, right? And then there are the investors that want to buy homes that are in
Yes.
forbearance.
Yes.
Yes. So first off, let's say that you're in forbearance. This may or may not be a good or bad thing, right? So a lot of lenders right now are making it very, very easy to extend the forbearance. So I mean, like literally, some lenders that 3 months, 6 months, some are extending even longer, and it's all depending on that lender specifically. Some lenders make you qualify for it. Some lenders really don't care. You make a phone call and say, "Hey, I don't want to make a payment for the next 3 months." Okay, click,
Click.
done. Seriously, it's like too easy, right? And so, if you have any questions about your particular situation, that's a great reason to reach out and ask, does a forbearance make sense for you? Or a lot of people like the refinance. So forbearance usually has two different options, right? Some lenders require you to make the full payment. So let's say you skip three payments, right? You have to make all three payments, really a fourth payment on
Right.
that last month, right? And a lot of people don't have four payments to just drop out of pocket just like that, right? So other lenders are like, that's fine. We'll let you tack it on to the end of your loan, which is a little bit better, right? But some people might benefit more from a refinance because let's say you're at a 5%, you go into forbearance. Now you've got four payments due, and who knows? Like some of these people who are in forbearance for 6 months, they've got seven payments due, right? I mean, oh my goodness, nobody keeps that kind of capital just under their pillowcase,
Under the mattress?
right? Right. So before you do a forbearance, it might make sense to look at refinancing because if you had a 5% interest rate and now you're in forbearance and now you can't refinance, now that the interest rates are, a lot of people are qualifying in the twos, right? So let's say, hypothetically, somebody qualified for like, a mid twos, but now they can't refinance because they're in the forbearance. And with the refinance, if you close before the 10th of the month, you can skip two payments, right? So if you close, if you started to refinance up now in October and you
Right.
close the first part of November, then you get to skip November, December, your first payment comes in January. So rather than skipping three payments in forbearance and not knowing what's at the end, a lot of people are opting for just going with a refinance. Even if somebody told me the other day they had a 3.5% interest rate, and they're bragging about how awesome that was. I showed them how they would save $40,000 in 5 years by refinancing. And they're
Yeah.
like, 40 grand in 5 years? I'm like, choice is up to you, you know? So, you know, refinance could be a better option, right? Now let's flip over to the investor side, right? So
Okay.
that's for the people who are thinking about forbearance or who are in forbearance, right? Now on the investor side, a lot of investors are like, hey, how do I find these people who are in forbearance? I want to buy their house and they get kicked out. And it's like, forbearance is very different than foreclosure, right?
Right.
A lot of reputable lenders don't want to foreclose on people's homes. We as a lender don't want to foreclose on people's homes. We're in the business to lend money, not to sell real estate. You know that's just out of scope for us as a lender, right? So we want to do everything possible to not have any foreclosures, right? What that means, you know, tack that on to the end, get these people on a payment schedule, whatever it takes. You know, we don't want to foreclose on anybody, right? Some lenders do. Some lenders, you know, if you've got a $400,000 house and you only owe $200,000 on it, and you've been in 6 months of forbearance, they might whack you with that. Hey, you need to make 7 payments right now. Whoa, we're going to take your house. That's scary because you've got $200,000 to lose. And I know that there's so many investors that want to, you know, take advantage of that, because rather than that person lose their house for, you know, $200,000 in 7 payments, right? They might be able to sell it at a discount to an investor cash fast before that lender takes it. Does that make sense? So I would say if you're an investor and you're looking to, you know, help people out, if you're not looking to help people out, you're just looking to take advantage of them, you're in the wrong business. You know, don't be in our business. We don't like people like that, right? But if you're looking to win-win, you know, you get the property at a little bit of a discount, and you help somebody who is going to lose all that equity. You know, the seller doesn't get 100% of their equity, but at least they get to walk away with the majority of it, right? And that investor is here to do a good thing for our business and not a bad thing.
Right.
Then, you know, you'd have to direct market to those people, because unlike a foreclosure that's public record, like forbearances are not. In fact, a lot of forbearances just don't even report to the credit. So somebody could have an 800 credit score, and remember, lender by lender, but the reputable lenders won't report that they're 3 months behind. They're not supposed to, by the way. But remember, everything's lender by lender. So if your lender is whacking you on your credit, don't be like, Dave Young said that. Don't throw me under the bus here. But technically, they're not supposed to. And I've seen a lot of the lenders, not just us, but a lot of lenders that we work with, they're not reporting people late on their credit, right? But, you know, they're not supposed to. Anyhow, I digress off of that, right? So somebody, you know, it's not public record and it's not showing up on their credit. So an investor can't look at either one of those, because those are your 2 most typical ways to find out if somebody's going to go into foreclosure and try to buy that house pre-foreclosure, right? So I would encourage lenders or investors to direct market. If you want to know how to do that, you can contact Myra. And I think that's kind of a win-win situation for those people who legitimately, like, maybe lost their jobs due to COVID. But here's the thing, like, there's so many new jobs out there and online jobs. So people are almost upgrading their career path right now. The smart people are upgrading their career path. The people that are like, I'm going to wait here for 100 years and I'm never, ever going to change. Like, those people, yes, they will go out of business. They will lose their house. There isn't anything we can do with them because they just refuse to change. Right. But there's so many places out there that for the people who do want to adapt, we've hired over 12 people in the last 6 months, and we're just a little branch. Now our company has our company's hired hundreds of people that want to make a change, right? That wanted to get into a career. Like the loan officers that I've been hiring get to work from as you can see, the comfort of their own home, right? And it's a great career path. It's a professional career path. We're very well educated, and those who have a desire, like one of my best people was a waiter. believe it or not, right? He got out of COVID. He got like furloughed in COVID, right? And he's just good with people. He's got a big heart for people. It's Mike I'm bragging on a little bit, right? He likes people a lot. He's not afraid to pick up the phone and call them back. He's not afraid to do videos for his clients like this. And he doesn't have a chip on his shoulder, and he's hungry to learn. I almost said the kid because he's younger, and I'm kind of the old guy, but the young gentleman has, really pushed hard in learning a lot, and has really kind of begun this new career path, and he's super hungry. And this month he's helping. He'll be closing out 10 loans this month for people that he's helped, which is huge. Yeah,
that is good business for being in a pandemic.
Yeah, so there's just so much opportunity out there. There's so much opportunity for home buying, and that's why you need to call Myra, right? Lots of opportunity for that. If you are in a forbearance and you don't think you can afford your house when you come out of it, or maybe you're that person that can't afford that 7 payments, call Myra immediately and tell her, hey, listen, let's get my house on the market. Let's get me all of that equity before it's too late, right?
Right.
You take all that money put in your pocket. Or if you're already out of forbearance and your lender is whacking you and you need help and you don't want to lose all that equity in your house, once again, call Myra. She's going to put you in touch with a wholesale investor. You will not get 100% equity in your house, but you'll get most of it with the good investors, and that way you won't be out on the street with nothing in your pocket. Because when you get foreclosed on, you literally are out on the street with nothing.
Push out the door, you don't have anything.
You got a 200, or you owe $200,000. What's that?
Investors can keep you in your home also.
Yes, that's true. That's a great point, Myra, because the investors can help you keep your house, because a lot of them don't want to flip. They want to buy and hold. So if you have a $400,000 house, you only owe $200,000 on it. You could, plus your however many payments behind, you could call Myra and she could sell your house for $400,000 or pretty close to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to, get with an investor and get $350,000, $325,000 for it, right? That's a lot better than if you get foreclosed on, like you get to walk. And sometimes the bank will even charge you, even though they just made $200,000 off of you. These 50 lenders out there, because y'all went online and thought you'd find a better interest rate with these shady lenders, right? Now that it's time to pay the piper, right? They're going to take that from you, and they're going to hit you with those 7 months of payments, right? Well, they were an eighth better on the interest rate than a reputable lender. Yeah, time to pay the piper, folks. That's what's happening now. People losing their houses. That lender will take that $200,000, resell that house, make money off of you that way, and then still charge you your 7 payments. What's that, like $15,000? Oh, yeah. And they'll drop that on your credit as a foreclosure, and good luck buying another house in 7 years. Take that for your 8th better in interest rate. But it was 0.125 better than a reputable lender. Yeah, that sucks now, doesn't it? So I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But, it's so true. It's so true, because, like, I just got a guy the other day who went to this, I hate to say other lenders are not reputable, but went to this other place. And they say that they're giving him a lower interest rate, but they can't show him that yet until closer to closing. Yeah, red flag number 1 right there. But that's the kind of person that if he were to ever go into forbearance, he's toast. I mean, that guy, they're going to take everything from him and then some. So, like I said, everything's very lender by lender specific, whether it's your house and you're dealing with the lender, or if you're an investor and you're contacting lenders and saying, hey, who do you have in forbearance? One, they're not going to give out that information. Most of them aren't. But there are ways Myra can help you with that, to contact these people if you're going to help them, right? We don't want to be party to anything where it's unscrupulous, right? So We like to be up and up, don't we, Myra?
Yes, we are ethical and honest.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Don't forget, people, if you need anything, our numbers are below. If we can't get it to you, we'll find somebody to get you what you need. We're all in this together. We'll get through this election. We'll get through this pandemic, and we'll get through 2020 together.
Woohoo!
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, David. See
Thanks,
you next
everyone.
Friday.